Okay, so we are going to make this mommy cooks shrimp Alfredo. Well, it's more like a seafood Alfredo. So we start with cleaning everything that's in the kitchen, countertops, everything that we're going to use, and we go ahead and sit it out. So for this recipe, I use imitation crab chunks. I use lobster chunks. It says chunk style. I just get the Kroger brand. I try to save money. This mommy saves money. So what I do is in a large mixing bowl, I get the crab chunks, the lobster chunks, and the shrimp. I use cooked shrimp. I don't do the raw shrimp. Now I have before, but when it's quick and you need to fix something quick for the family, you go ahead and get the cooked shrimp. So I put everything in the bowl, all the clean meat. Then I get a paper towel, make sure it's not dripping, make sure it's not wet. Everything is dry. And then I'm going to get the seasonings. As you see, I have a lemon, Italian seasoning, seasoned salt, onion powder, garlic powder. I don't use black pepper in this recipe because my child loves pasta and I don't want it to be spicy at all. I like to make it where he'll eat it. So, and then I sprinkle everything in the mixing bowl and get a big spoon and kind of stir it around just so that everything is evenly distributed amongst the meat. And then while this is going in a pot, I have my water going. I add a little cooking oil and salt to my water so that it'll boil faster. And the oil is so that once I add the noodles, they don't stick together when they start boiling. Okay, so the water's boiling for the noodles. Add the noodles, fettuccine noodles. I use Kroger brand. You'll see Kroger brand. And then we let that get tender to your discretion. And then once that's done, we will drain the starch off. Then I'll rinse it twice. Bring it back to the pot. Once it's in the pot, I add butter. No margarine. We use butter, honey. Give me all that flavor. So I use salted butter. I do, as you can see, like 3 little squares. And then I get real garlic. Get a spoonful of that, tablespoon. Add it to the noodles and the butter. Stir that up and just let it marination all up and through it. Turning the heat down low so that it doesn't start sticking to the pot. And then I add my meat mixture. And while that's going in a separate pot, I do broccoli. I do it separately. Some people do it together. I just do it separately because I have picky eaters. They like things separated and not all together. But anyway, so that's at your discretion, however you choose to. If you do choose to add the broccoli, so you can still follow my recipe, do it to the side, steam it for a few moments, and then add it as the last step. Because you don't want broccoli to get mushy and make it all ugly and green. So anyway, after this, I feel like I've been talking forever. So after this, adding the meat, stirring it through with a big spoon, voila, voila, voila. Then I get my ragu, 1 jar, pour it in. If it's not creamy enough to your density, do 2. I do 1.5 because my people like creamy. They like saucy. So, but I don't want to do too much sauce, so I don't do 2 jars. I just do 1.5. And then we have everything that we need. We stir it up, turn it down low, let it just evenly get hot all over, all up and through there. And then we get some parsley at the end, sprinkle it on top when we fix those plates. And voila, there you have it. This mommy makes her famous family's seafood Alfredo. Hope you enjoy.